ChatGPT. Relate ACIM to the movie Facing the Giants. Facing the Giants through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACIM. Facing the Giants is a story about faith, fear, trust, perseverance, and the decision to move forward despite seemingly impossible circumstances. Through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACM, it becomes a powerful illustration of the choice between listening to the ego's voice of limitation and the Holy Spirit's voice of possibility. At its heart, the movie asks, what do you do when fear tells you that you cannot succeed? ACM would answer, choose a different teacher. The giants are internal. The movie appears to be about football, competition, and overcoming obstacles. Yet the true giants are not on the opposing team. The giants are doubt, fear, discouragement, self-judgment, hopelessness. ACM teaches that the greatest obstacles are always in the mind. The external problem is rarely the real problem. The movie beautifully demonstrates this principle. The ego's voice. At the beginning of the story, the coach feels defeated. Circumstances appear against him. Results seem disappointing. The future looks uncertain. The ego continually interprets circumstances as proof of limitation. It says, you can't do it. It's too late. Nothing will change. ACM teaches that these thoughts come from the wrong teacher. Faith as trust. One of the strongest ACIM themes in the movie is trust. Not trust in outcomes, not trust in circumstances. Trust in guidance, trust in purpose, trust in something beyond personal effort. ACM teaches that trust develops as we become willing to release our own interpretations. The movie repeatedly portrays this process. The death crawl. Perhaps the most memorable scene in the movie is the death crawl. A player believes he has reached his limit, yet under encouragement, he discovers he can go much farther than he imagined. This scene perfectly illustrates an ACM principle. The ego constantly defines limits. The Holy Spirit reveals that many of those limits are self-imposed beliefs. The miracle occurs when belief changes. Miracles and possibility. The players begin changing not because circumstances instantly improve, but because perception changes. ACM defines a miracle as a shift in perception. The movie repeatedly demonstrates how changed thinking produces changed experience. The miracle occurs first in the mind. The external results follow. Purpose over results. One of the deepest lessons in the film is learning to focus on purpose rather than outcomes. The ego is obsessed with winning and losing, success and failure, recognition and disappointment. ACM teaches that peace comes from fulfilling our function, not controlling results. The movie gradually shifts attention from achievement to purpose. Fear of failure. Many characters are trapped by fear of failure, fear of disappointment, fear of embarrassment, fear of not measuring up. ACIM teaches that the ego's self-worth depends upon performance. The Holy Spirit teaches that worth is already established. The movie beautifully explores this transition. Joining and encouragement. The team succeeds through cooperation, encouragement, and shared purpose. ACIM teaches that joining strengthens. The ego isolates, the Holy Spirit joins. The movie repeatedly demonstrates the power of collective willingness. The real victory. From an ACIM perspective, the real victory is not the scoreboard. The real victory is the transformation of fear into trust, doubt into willingness, discouragement into purpose. The external success merely reflects an internal change that has already occurred. # the central reflection. The ego watches, facing the giants, and asks, can I overcome the obstacle? Can I achieve the goal? Can I win? The Holy Spirit watches, facing the giants, and asks, what fear am I ready to release? Viewed through ACIM, the movie becomes a powerful lesson about trust, perception, and the willingness to move beyond self-imposed limitations. The giants symbolize the fearful thoughts that seem to block progress. The deepest message may be, the ego measures life through success and failure. The Holy Spirit measures life through willingness. When fear no longer determines what is possible, miracles begin to appear. The greatest giant is never outside us. It is the belief that we are limited. Go to mwge.org to find full movie and commentary by David Hoffmeister.